background watching you on social media or whatever. If you're on social media and you're posting messages, they could be watching you and going back to the divine masculine and saying a bunch of like lies about you, right? Lying about you, making up stories. So there is someone, this is like true confirmation about the liar, like it was right under this, that someone sneaky is in the background, and then the other woman, right, confirming it. And the other woman probably sees that you're in your self-worth, that you're going after your passions, that you've done the healing work, and that other woman is not at that place where they're still doing manipulative tactics and lying and trying to hold on to the divine masculine, maybe even if they don't love them, but just to control them. So, and then under these two, sexuality and the dragonfly, we have now committal and independent. So remember, this was the question about what are they going to do? Like when they get ready, what are they going to do? Is they're going to get their finances in check before they come forward. That's where they're asking for patience. They need to get rid of this other woman that either they got into a new relationship with or past still holding on to them. They want to close that door, get that person out of their life so it doesn't interfere with your life as well. So this person doesn't try to do anything to mess with your life. So they're trying to close the door on this person, right? They're fed up with this stuff. And then under independence, so it's like they feel this intense, their intention is that they feel this intense intimacy with you and they're craving that, right? They miss this lightheartedness. They feel that you're lighthearted and they like that about you. And because of these reasons and a bunch of others, they want to have a commitment with you. They're ready. They're in a place where they want to commit and they're independent. They don't have anyone like still sticking on to their energy, and they want to be financially independent too, right? They want to be in a good financial place and they want to offer that commitment to you that they didn't offer you before. So now they're at a place where they're like, okay, I want to commit to this person, and that's where they want to get at. So their intention is this, and then what they actually want to do, like what they feel like they want to do when they're ready is they want to commit to you, get rid of this competition, this person who's in competition with you, and get their finances in order. So yeah, maybe I'll get some message cards as well. So I pulled a bunch of message cards. I like these ones. And it says, this came out last time, I'm scared of rejection. So it's like they want to do all these things, but they're still scared that you're going to reject them because it's been too long. They see your growth, how much you've changed, and they're still living in that fear that they're scared of rejection. So I was like, how do they feel right now, right? And it says, how do they feel right now and how do they feel towards you? And it says, I don't know who I am anymore. So there's probably having their spiritual awakening, their dark night of the soul, leaving the 3D matrix world, like seeing everything for what it was, seeing through the illusion. Now they're like, I don't know who I am anymore. And that's why they're like asking you to have patience with them, because they need to figure out who they are, what their passions are, what their purpose is, how they're meant to serve. And they're trying to figure out, who they are, their identity. And that's probably part of the reason why they left this situation, because they probably, and you probably, both got a long-term relationships, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year relationships, if not more. And you're like, you had to rediscover yourself, because when you're in a relationship and it becomes codependent, basically, you have to take time out of that relationship to figure yourself out and discover yourself. Thank you, baby. You woke up. Okay, lie here. My baby. So yeah, they're like, they don't know who they are anymore, and they want to get to that place. Like they see you phoenixing and doing the healing work, shadow work, and that's what's getting you to discover who you are, right? So they're like, I don't know who I am. I need to figure out who I am before I enter anybody's life. And then another to tie into that is like, I need to figure myself out. Thank you for the kisses. You're welcome, your beer. Here you go. My baby. Hold on, let me finish this really quickly, okay?
Okay.
Set.
Your better.
Okay, lie down here. So this ties in, and last time I think it got this one too, where the divine masculine was like, I need to figure things out, right? I need to figure myself out. So it's like, I don't know who I am anymore, and I need to figure things out, coincide with each other. That's why they don't know who they are, so they need to figure some things out. And then it says, I wish. So it says, I want to be like you. But I think this is more so that's like they want to be like you because they seen that you both have gone through similar situations. You guys are both marrying each other. That you both got out of karmic relationships, and you're able to heal and transform and be in isolation with no support whatsoever, and still you're not being bitter and seeing the world from a negative place. You're choosing to rise above it, right? So they're like, I want to be like you. I want to be like the phoenix rising. I want to gain that self-love and pour into myself and gain that self-worth. And I want to be lighthearted and get back to that place. Because they are lighthearted, but because of all the trauma and bitterness and having people around... Okay, hold on, baby. Having people around themselves where they don't feel like they can open up to them, it's making them feel like you were the one who made them feel like that. So they're like, I want to be like you. I want to be in that place that you're in, where you've just healed over the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, healing's a lifelong process, but you've gone to a place where you're feeling good and you're feeling peace and you're feeling surrounded. So it's like they want to be like you, where they want to be in a place where they feel peace, where they're not suffering mentally, suffering trying to explain themselves to people who don't understand them. So they want to be like you in that sense, where phoenix rising from the ashes. And then it goes, it hurts so much. So it's like they're going through this thing where they're feeling pain, and like they're feeling pain for all the stuff that they went through, and they're also feeling pain for losing you, not having you in their life. It just hurts so much not having you there, and it hurts so much all the stuff that they're going through at the moment, right? Like, you know how it felt Divine Feminine when you went through your spiritual awakening. You were feeling pain, and you had to face that all alone with no one to turn to. And you had to still, say if you're a mother to kids, like, you still had to be a mother to your kids and be strong for them. So it's like, while you're facing this pain where you're breaking on the inside, you're like, I don't have anyone to turn to, and yet I still have to be strong for these two other little human beings. So right now they're feeling that because they're feeling themselves falling apart because they don't know who they are and they need to figure themselves out, right? And it just hurts so much. And losing you, not having someone who understood them, hurts so much too, because this connection was so strong and so special, and they let it slip between their fingertips, right? They didn't realize how strong. They thought it was just sexual chemistry, but now they're realizing how deep this can go, how deep this can grow into. So the next one is I cannot take it anymore. They can't take what they're going through anymore. They can't take the stress, the burdens, the financial struggles if they're going through that. Thank you, baby. They can't take it anymore. They want to. So it's like, I cannot take it anymore. They can't take what they're going through in their life. They feel like it's like overwhelming, all these situations that they're going through. They can't take being away from you anymore. They want to be close to you. They want to hold you again. They want to touch you again. They want to have conversations with you. They want to play with you. They want to be lighthearted with you. Like, they can't take this distance anymore. They can't take this silence between you. They want to break the silence, but there's so many things going on in their life that they don't feel like it's right to you to break that silence until they figure themselves out and deal with the things that are going on in their life. The karmic people, the financial issues. Like, they want to sort that stuff out and come into your life as a healed person. But they don't need to be fully healed, but they need to, like, fix certain things in their life to feel confident and stable. And then again, why do I feel so lost? Which is, I don't know who I am anymore, and I need to figure myself out. So they still feel lost. They still feel like unsure. They still feel like they like trying to figure out the truth and trying to figure out all these answers to things. So they're just going through a spiritual awakening, which you felt the exact same thing. So you understand and you have compassion for what they're going through, because you know what it's like to go through that and feel like that. And just through discipline and through hard work, you were able to get through that. Hard work on looking into yourself, doing the shadow work, doing the things that make you feel better, grounding, sunlight, all of those things. So it's like, you know what it's like to feel so lost. And you might have moments where you feel overwhelmed and lost too, but it's not at the place where you felt before. And then at the end, it says, I am the man. But even through all of this experience that they're going through, they teeter-totter because they're through their spiritual awakening, but they're trying to come out of it, right? And they know that I am the man. I am the man for you. I am the man who you're supposed to be with. I am the man that deserves you and that you deserve. And I'm going to be that man that you deserve. I'm doing all these things, working on myself, and a lot of their motivation for working on themselves is for you so that they can come back into union with you. But they get to the point where they gain the self-worth, which you did, where like, I'm just doing this for myself now, like for my peace, for my stability, for my sanity, to give my kids a good life, to give yourself a good life, right? Like you're doing this for yourself now, and you see how beneficial and how rewarding it is for you. So they're getting to that, they either are, or they're going to get to that place where the self-worth is for themselves. And once they gain it for themselves, it's like, that's when they'll have the confidence to be like, I'm coming back to you because I am the man for you, and I don't want to lose out on this opportunity. I am this confident divine masculine who's meant to be a power couple with my divine feminine and be a service to this world. So I hope this helped, divine feminine. You see how your masculine is feeling about you, what their intention is towards you, and what they feel like they want to do when they feel better, like when they get through this, and how they feel. Some more message cards on how they're feeling in their life and how they feel towards you. So I hope this helped.